All right, and good afternoon from the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. We are here for day 2, Game 7, with New Zealand playing the Korea Republic. This is going to be their second time playing each other today. Sorry, they're going to be the second time playing each other in this tournament. We're at Game 2 here for the 2023 World Wheelchair Rugby Asia-Oceania Championship. We're just getting ready before the game. We're about just 10 minutes before the game. My name is Alex Hatton. I'll be your commentary, and I'll be here with Miss Makiko Harada. She's going to be joining us today, and we're going to be discussing the game today. How are you doing, Makiko?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. I think you watched the game earlier today, and we're going to watch this one, New Zealand versus South Korea. And the two teams played against each other yesterday. New Zealand won the first one, so we're going to see how they do today. We'll be back with you in 10 minutes after the opening ceremony.
Now the national anthem of both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, face the national flag. はじめに大韓民国国歌斉唱です。First of all, the national anthem of Republic of Korea. And the national anthem of New Zealand. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. それでは今年の皆様、最初のウォーミングアップを始めてください。
And here we go. We are underway here at the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. And New Zealand takes a quick try to start things off here. We are in day 2 of Game 7 at the 2023 World Wheelchair Rugby Asia-Oceania Championship. We've got New Zealand versus the Korea Republic. They played against each other last night. This game, the New Zealand team was able to win 64-34. And today we're going to see how these two teams are going to play. My name is Alex Hatton. I'll be your commentary. And next to me I have Makiko Harada, who was a coach and staff for the Team Japan wheelchair rugby team, as well as a program coordinator at the BC Wheelchair Basketball Society. So she's going to be joining us. Hello, how are you doing, Makiko?
Thank you, Alex. I'm doing great. The first game I was able to commentate, they had a really big crowd and was really exciting to
Great.
see. So we have less crowd here, but I'm sure it's going to be an exciting game.
Right. I think earlier this morning we had invited a lot of elementary school students, and they really filled up the stadium. It's a little bit late. We're at 16:30. We're at 4:30 in the afternoon here in Tokyo, so I think it's time for the students to go home. So which is why they're not here for this game, but we do have some other fans here, and we have you, all of you, watching the live commentary with us today. So let's enjoy the game together. So let's look at our starting members for each team. On New Zealand side, we've got number 1, the captain, Cameron Leslie. We've got number 14, Cody Everson. He's also a captain. Number 2, Gareth Lynch. And number 6, Hayden Barton-Coots. We're going to call him HBC, as we did yesterday. So that's the 4 members starting for New Zealand. And for Team Korea, we've got Dongsun Kim, who's number 8. Number 14, we've got Younghoon Kim, the captain. Number 13, Moon Young Song. And number 34, Henguk Oh. And Henguk Oh is actually joining the team from this game. There's been a little bit of a change in the tournament rules, as this game is going to be played as an exhibition match from a request from the Korean team. Earlier, before the tournament, Henguk Oh unfortunately was not able to be classified into a class, so he was unable to play. But by making this an exhibition game, they're going to allow him to play. And they're also going to allow the Korean team to compete outside the boundaries of the 8.0 total classification. So that's going to allow for a little bit more flexibility on the Korean team. And they're going to have 7 players total, as they have been playing with just 6 players for the last 3 games. And it's been a pretty tough schedule for this team. So it's going to be a good experience for this team as they welcome in Henguko, and they're going to start him today for this game. And with all of that being said, New Zealand has scored 3 tries already, so we're going to take a look at the game and see if Korea can return and score a try here. And that's number 34, Henguko. And is he going to make it in?
Yeah, that was the leave the court violation.
Okay.
There was not enough space between the court and then the defender.
Okay.
So that's the turnover there.
So that's going to be turned over to New Zealand. Korea Republic got very close to scoring a try there, but unfortunately we're not able to make it past the try line. And that's going to be Cameron Leslie with a try. Cameron Leslie has been playing very well this tournament. He has a total of 59 tries over the last 3 games. It's been their top scorer for the New Zealand squad. And Korea's going to try and get on the board. Number 14, Younghoon Kim, the captain, is going to wheel back over the try line, and that's going to give them their first try of this game, making the score 4 New Zealand and 1 for Korea.
Yeah, I expect that the number 14 Kim and O would be the main ball handler in this line.
So we're going to see a lot of action with the Younghoon Kim and Henguko combination. That's another try for New Zealand, making it 5-1. New Zealand taking an early lead in this game. But Hengugo with a lot of speed there. He's going to try and make it into the corner. And number 13, Moon Young Song, comes in to help him keep the opposition away from him. And he's looking for space. His teammates trying to help him keep the opposition away, but the ball falls out of his hands. But I think that was touched by, I believe, number 8.
Yeah, so number 14, Kim, just called inbounder. He was strapped in the key, and you are not able to stay longer than 10 seconds in the key as an offense. So he had to kind of get himself out of the key by calling the inbounder.
So Korea is able to capitalize on that, get the second try. And that's a nice lob pass. And he's going to take his time, make it across the line. Cody Everson with a try there.
So it looks like New Zealand is back in the key, working on the key defense.
Right. I'm going to allow for the Korean team to get close up and try and stop them there, but that tactic does not work. Hengugo is able to find the space to sneak right through for their third try. And HBC makes a nice high pass into the middle. And they're going to cross the line here. And Cameron Leslie is met with no opposition there, and he's able to make it easily across the line. And looks like we have another equipment timeout here. Gonna change the wheel for them. The equipment timeout, the staff are allowed to come in and help out the player. They have 1 minute, I believe, to make the adjustment there. If they're not able to fix up the equipment within a minute, they have to make a substitution, but they were able to quickly make the adjustment to his wheel there, and we're back in action again. And Hengugo is looking for an opening, looking for a teammate to pass to, and he's able to get it to the captain, Young-Hoon Kim, who's going to try and make it right through, and he finds the space. And once again, that was a good combination with the Kim and Oh duo there.
Yeah, looks like Korean teams are working a little bit better compared to yesterday, being able to find the space or create that space for the ball handler.
It's definitely very good that they have Hengugo with them, joining them today. He's also got a little more stamina left in him, I believe, as it's his first game, as opposed to everyone else on here. This is their fourth game in just 2 days. It's a lot of rugby being played over the last 2 days. So, but despite all of that, all the players are moving very well. And New Zealand was able to get their 9th try of this first period.
I heard that another flat tire.
Oh, we've got another equipment timeout. We saw a lot of this yesterday in this
we did.
Korea-New Zealand matchup. The Korean staff has been very busy the last couple days.
Yeah, we don't have stats for changing tubes and stuff, but
no.
I was wondering how many.
Yeah, we
what's
should.
The best?
We wonder if I can find that information. I believe we have the information for how many timeouts there have been, but I don't think we have the equipment timeouts here, unfortunately. If anyone knows, so we'd love it if you can let us know in the comment section if anyone's been counting it, as we have another equipment timeout here. But this is a very important, very, very important part of the game, making sure that all the equipment is intact. We don't want any of our players getting injured while playing on the court. Make sure everything is set. And the staff member is pumping air into the wheels as well. And we have a lot of clashing there, but number 14, Young-Hoon Kim, is able to find enough space, make it through. Gets them the 5th try of this game. And what is this here?
Another flat tire, I think.
Oh, we have another. I've already lost count of how many equipment timeouts we've had, even just in this game.
Right.
It's been quite a few, keeping the staff very busy. And oh, that's intercepted.
Yeah, Korean team did a great job denying the inbound pass.
Was unable to hold on to it, but kept the ball out. And there's going to be some substitutions here for New Zealand. Number 8, Michael Todd, I believe. And number 22, Nathaniel Tyree. And Tyree is a fairly new member on this squad. He's been doing well. He's had 3 tries over the last couple days. Had actually 3 tries over in the game against Korea last night, so we'll see how he is able to do. He is more of a defensive player. He's a low pointer at 0.5. So generally speaking, we'll see him playing defense most of the time. But he has had some chances to make tries himself as well. And Korea is able to keep possession of the ball there. And they're going to inbound the ball from the corner.
Yeah.
It's number 8, Dong
Kim
Sung
is trapped
Kim.
in the paint again.
They're going to try and trap them in the key area
but
there.
he was able to get out.
And Hengago and HBC going at it. Some hard tackles there. The ball is passed to Dong Sung Kim. And Hengago tried to keep HBC out of it, but HBC just got around him. Was able to play some good defense there. Prevent a try, but the possession is still with Korea.
Yeah, they only have 3 seconds on the try clock, so let's see what they can do.
Right. They can.
Nice pass.
Gets it in, but was he able to make it? I didn't quite make it across the line in time. He only had, as you mentioned, he only had 3 seconds left on the try clock. They made the right pass. Just wasn't enough time for him to get control of the ball and then make his way across the line. Wasn't able to quite make it across. So that didn't count for a try. And that's a nice long pass there from HBC. Michael Todd almost grabbed it. Unfortunately, wasn't able to quite reach that. So that's going to go out of bounds. And the possession is overturned to the Korean side. And passes that to the captain, Young-Hoon Kim. And he speeds past, though, makes a nice long pass, see if he can get there, but wasn't able to quite get there. The right idea. It's a nice pass, but wasn't quite able to get there, so the possession goes back to New Zealand here. And Michael Todd to HBC and back to Michael Todd again. And that was a good defensive play there by his teammate, number 1, the captain, Cameron Leslie. And he takes it right along. That was a good defensive play by Cameron Leslie, keeping the opposition away, which opened him up at the end, and he was able to get control of the ball and make it across. And that's a
that was
pass.
A pass.
Had to make that pass to make sure that they were able to get the ball over the halfway line before the 12 seconds.
Yeah, New Zealand is doing a good job at trapping the Oh,
So that was a good good
yeah,
play by the New
one of
Zealand
the
side, right, to trap the Korean side, forcing them to make that long pass, which didn't make it through and forced a turnover. And number 34, Oh, has been showing some good moves in this first period as we're down to the last 45 seconds of this first period. It's been a fairly quick first period, and number 14, the captain Young-hoon Kim, is able to find space right in the middle, make it across the line for the sixth try for the Korean team. And Michael Todd inbounds that to HBC, and HBC passes it back again. The 1-2 play, but oh, that's some good defense there by the captain Young-hoon Kim. Is able to force Michael Todd to lose the ball there.
So there's 35 seconds left. Let's see if Korean team is trying to go for the last try.
Right. So they're going to try and take their time to score this try here. But Hengo finds an opening, and he's not going to waste any time. They're going to take the try, not risk it, make sure that they get the try there. And that leaves 24 seconds for New Zealand to try and be the one to get the last try of this first period. And HBC is going to give a hard tackle there to number 8, Dong-sung Kim. HBC is going to wait for the clock. He is trapped between two defenders there, but makes a nice toss to his teammate Michael Todd, who takes his time, waits for the clock, leaving 1.2 seconds. And Korea is just going to hold on to that and wait for the buzzer to beat, calling the end of the first period. That's 14 New Zealand and 7 for Korea. We're going to go into a 3-minute break. We'll be back with you in just a moment. And we're back again for the second period. Korea inbounded the ball to start things off here in the second period, and the captain, Young-hoon Kim, is able to find just enough space on the left-hand side there to make it for a quick early try. Made it within just 9 seconds of starting, so that's a good start for the Korean team. We were saying earlier that the Korean team seems to be a little bit more sort of relaxed and comfortable, and I think they're getting sort of used to the atmosphere here. They're playing very well as a team.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's how I feel it as well.
Uh-huh.
They're playing as a team really
Right.
well, and having all there
Uh-huh.
that
Right.
helps as well for sure.
Yep, Hangugo has been playing very well. We have we actually have some comments here from our fans in Korea as Young-hoon Kim crosses the line there for the 10th try of the Korean team there. And we have some comments from our Korean fans here cheering for the Korean team, and also a comment, as we just mentioned, saying Oh Haenguk is playing very well, which we definitely agree with. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions. Let us know how you're enjoying the game. If you're watching with friends or family, where you're watching from. We'd love to know about how you're enjoying the game. I can speak a little bit of Korean, so you can, if you keep it simple enough, you can also comment in Korean, and I'll try my best to answer you guys in Korean as well. So let us know in the comments, and we can enjoy the game together here from the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. And we've got the captain. He's gonna, oh wow, makes a good pass, but HBC with his long reach. We've seen a lot of that this tournament. He's a very good offensive player, but he's very important in playing defense as well, making these interceptions, trying to force turnovers. Unfortunately, Korea was able to keep possession of the ball here. They're going to try and make up for that play there. They've only got 8 seconds left on the clock there to make a try, and he's going to call for a timeout there. Good play by Hangugo. He's going to call a timeout. It's going to allow them to reset the clock, give them a little bit more time to try and score a try here. Remember the timeouts. The players are allowed up to 4 timeouts throughout the game, which will give them a chance to reset the clock. And that's a good pass into Hangugo, number 34, who is able to take it along the try line. And that's the 10th try for Korea there. And Robert Hewitt, who's on the court now, pass it to Michael Todd, who passed it to HBC. Got it across the line, and HBC makes a nice pass to Michael Todd. Just gonna take a little bit of time before he crosses the line for a try. Some good defensive plays there from number 10, Robert Hewitt, and number 22, Nathaniel Tyree, who were able to keep the Korean defense in the higher part of the court, allowing for Todd there to make some space. And that's number 14, Young-hoon Kim, with another try. Young-hoon Kim has been playing very well as well. He's had 29 tries in the last 3 games, and he's definitely adding some numbers to that record here today. But the Korean team isn't able to quite get back to defense, opening up Michael Todd, who's able to just easily make it across the try line there. And New Zealand is going to play the key area defense here again. You're going to allow for the Korean team to come in, and they tried to stop them there, but number 14, Young-hoon Kim, was able to find good space. Teammates allowed for a good opening there for him to slide right through. And HBC makes the long pass there. And that was a quick pass. Got it to Michael Todd. And he's going to make the try there. And the Korean team trapping Michael Todd in the corner, keeping him away.
Yep.
And he's going to have to trot back to try and rejoin the defense, which he's able to do. But that was a good block there.
Yeah, that was a good
block
by
there from number 8, Dong-Sung Kim.
Korean players trapping one of the players that kind of broke down the New Zealand key defense.
That was a good try from the captain, but have to give credit to number 8, Dong-Sung Kim. He played some really good defense there. But HBC is able to come back and make a try there. And we've seen some pretty quick plays here in this second period. Both teams are going back and forth, scoring a lot of tries. And New Zealand once again going with the key area defense. But Hangugo is able to find an opening there. So another good teamwork there. Korea has been playing pretty well against the New Zealand strategy of the key area defense.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're going to do the opposite now to the New Zealand team. You can see the Korean, we can't see on the screen here, but we can see from the arena here that the 4 Korean teams are stuck. And you can see it now, they're stuck right along the key area. And they're going to try and stop HBC there, but wow, the strength.
With the strength, for sure.
It was a good idea and good defense from the Korean side, but just wasn't enough to keep HBC out of there. He's a very strong player.
Yeah, that was good pressure by HBC.
And unfortunately, they lose the ball there. So it's a turnover to the Korean side. And number 10.
Yeah, Hewitt now having a ball. But that's sort of where you want to put more pressure on. Korean team wants to get the ball out of the HBC's hand.
Right.
And if he has the ball, it's easier for New Zealand to create the
It's tough because you have a lot of players that you have to watch out for. You know, if you put too much pressure on HBC, it opens up Hewitt, and he's able to take it across. But if you do the opposite, then that opens up HBC, which is not what you want to do. But wow, that's good speed there by Hengugo. He's able to catch up. And yeah, we've got some comments about HBC's great presence on the court. Too big, too strong, just a real enforcer on the field. Exactly.
Yeah.
We definitely agree with that comment. And we've been seeing a lot of that with HBC, not just today, but throughout the tournament. The strength and the speed and the long reach that he has as well. And he's a very vital part of this New Zealand squad.
Yeah, just him being there, like right close to you, that itself like pressures you mentally.
Right, just his presence there is tough having him there. But they're gonna, I think they're gonna substitute out HBC here, give him a bit of a breather as he's been playing the whole game here so far. Gonna give him a little break.
Yeah, this morning New Zealand played pretty well against Australia. They had a pretty close game.
The score was 49-40. So yeah, they actually put up a very good fight against a very strong Australian team. The Australian team is the second world-ranked team. So that's a very strong play by the New Zealand team. New Zealand team is ranked the number 8 in the world. They played earlier today at 12:30, so just a couple hours ago. And New Zealand is back on the court again. Australia will be playing Japan later today at 7 o'clock, so that's going to be a great game. We hope you can join us for that as well. We'll be here watching the game with you, so stay tuned for that later. But before that, we have a great match here with New Zealand playing Korea. And the captain, Cameron Leslie, is able to find just enough space there between the cone and defense, able to make a try there. And number 42, Changwang Che, who is on the court now, made the nice inbound to the captain. Yonghyun Kim is able to take it all the way across the court into a try. So that was a good play there. And we're also seeing number 22, Sugun Lee, has joined us on the court there. He's playing some good defense, putting some pressure on the two players there, but wasn't able to put pressure on two players at once. It's a little bit difficult as Cody Everson makes a nice pass for a try into Cameron Leslie there. And we saw an equipment timeout there real quick, but we're back again. And New Zealand team waiting in the key area for the Korean team. And oh, that's a hard hit. Hard hit from Hengugo that forced Cameron Leslie to have to regain his balance, which allowed just enough time for the Korean teammate to find a good opening and make it across the try line. And that was a nice pass by Cody Everson. And number 10, Robert Hewitt, is able to make it across the line for a try there. So some hard hits and some good passing here in the last couple minutes. And captain is able to make another try there.
Yeah, he's pushing really well.
Yeah, he's been putting a lot of tries on the board.
Yeah, I think Korean players have pretty good fundamental skills. It's
Right.
just compared to three other teams, they have less experience, and obviously the level of skills are a little bit lower, but they have lots of potential, I think.
Right.
So, yeah, we've been saying this, but I hope that they build onto this experience at this tournament, and yeah, they can keep developing their program.
Well, this is a very good experience for the Korean team. The Korean team has actually never played in the Paralympics or World Championships, so this Asia-Oceania Championship is a very good experience for them to get to play against the top teams from Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. And this is gonna go home with a lot of good experience, good memories, and hopefully they're able to capitalize on this experience and come back as a stronger team in the future. So we'll be looking forward to them in the upcoming years as well. And I believe the Korean team Korean wheelchair rugby has been growing in the country as well. They have an extensive league in their country as well, and some of these players are members of the rugby associations in each of their regions. And that was a good try there. Makes it across the line with 42 seconds left in this first half. Makes a nice pass there to Cameron Leslie, who is going to try and run out enough time. The try clock and the remaining time in the second period here is almost the same, so he's going to try and make use of most of the time here and leave very little time for Korea to be able to make a try. So he's going to, and you can hear the countdown happening. And he makes it past the try line right before the try counter there ran out of time. So we've got 1.9 seconds left. Probably not going to be enough time for the Korean team to make a try there. So he's just going to hold on to that and allow for the clock to run out of time there. And that's it for the first half. Very sort of quick. There weren't too many of violations or penalties. We had some equipment timeouts in the first period, but second period went very quickly. Both sides scoring a lot of tries, with New Zealand 27 and Korea at 19. And we're going to be back with you in about 9.5 minutes after the break. back with you for the second half, the third period, and New Zealand has inbounded the ball. Well, that's overturned, and number 8, Dong-Sung Kim, is able to catch that, so Korea's going to try and capitalize on this early turnover, and he almost makes it through, but that was a very good defensive block by, I believe that was number 1, Cameron Leslie, the captain. But this is going to be a penalty.
Yeah, I think that it was the leaving the court against New Zealand. He was trying to hit Korean player out of bounds, but
right. So he crossed sort of outside the boundary to catch up and try and make a defensive play, but that forced him to essentially leave the court. So he had to spend a little bit of time in the penalty box, but not too long, because Korea was able to make a quick try there and put them on the board for their 20th try of the game. We're back here in the second half. Once again, the commentary is myself, Alex Hatton. I'm here with Makiko Harada. We're going to enjoy the second half of this game as number 10, Robert Hewitt, crosses the line for New Zealand's 28th try. Had a very exciting 2 days so far of the Wheelchair Rugby Asia-Oceania Championship here at the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium, as number 12, Youngjun An, makes a good pass there, allowing for Dong-Sung Kim to make a try there. And that's a nice pass there to Michael Todd, who passes it on to Robert Hewitt, and that's going to be another try for New Zealand. Couple quick tries here for both teams, starting the third period. And number 14, the captain.
Yeah, that was a good play by Korean players. So when you are defended with the key defense, you want to take one player out of the key defense if possible. That makes it so much easier to attack.
Right, so by bringing the defense sort of out of the range, that creates enough space, which essentially created enough space for the captain to get there. And that was the right idea, good pass, but Young-Hoon Kim made a great play, come back and get into that, and that's going to allow for Youngjun An to just slide right through for a try. That was a really good turnover by the Korean team there.
Yeah, Korean team is playing really well today.
Yep, yesterday, the same matchup, New Zealand versus Korea, the score was 64-34, so New Zealand was able to pretty much dominate the game, but not quite the case here in this game, the second matchup of these two teams. Korea has been playing very well. A little thanks to the addition of Hangugo, who, as I explained earlier in the first half, wasn't able to be classified into a class at the beginning, so they've switched the rules here. They're going to be playing this game as an exhibition match, and that's going to allow for Hangugo to be able to play in this game, and that's been a good addition to the Korean squad.
So it seems like Carey from New Zealand is in the box. He, I think, was knocked out of the key across the try line. So he has to stay in the penalty box for a minute until Korean
he didn't have the ball with him, so he had left the court. So that gave possession to Korea, and Korea is essentially on sort of a power play. They have one extra player because
but
a
unfortunately,
New Zealand player in the box, but
turnover happened unfortunately there.
But yeah,
so New Zealand was able to score with the 3 players against 4 defenders.
So that was a shorthanded try by the New Zealand squad. Able to make a good play there. But we still got a 4-on-3 here, and Korea definitely wants to get a try before they run out of time here on the penalty. We're here with an extra player. That's a good pass there. Yongjun-an makes a good pass to Dong-Sang Kim, and that is there for a try, so that's going to bring back the New Zealand player who was in the box. And he's back on the court again. Cameron Leslie making a good run there. And he waits a little bit before he crosses the line there. Cameron Leslie is also a gold medalist for the 150-meter individual medley for swimming. He was in the Paralympics in 2008, 12, and 16, and he's actually a world record holder as well. He continues to swim and play wheelchair rugby, and he says that training for both of these sports actually creates a good sort of combination and allows him to perform better for both. So he's a double athlete. And you can see the speed there from Cameron Leslie, but good defense. Good defensive play there by Yongjun-an. He's able to deny a try there from New Zealand and gain possession, so that's going to be a turnover.
So now New Zealand is back to high-low lineup with HBC in.
Oh, HBC is back, and I believe number 14, Cody Everson, the other captain, is also on the court as well. So New Zealand making a couple substitutions here in the 4-minute mark in this third period. And he makes a pass there. And that's going to be a fairly simple try for HBC. And wow, that's some good speed there from both players. Wow.
Great push and great patience there by Kim.
That was some really good speed by Yongjun Kim as well as HBC. She was able to catch up, but was able to make a good pass to the teammate, and they was able to score a try there. So some good speed and some good teamwork, making sure that he caught up with the two. That was a nice long pass there and allowed for Cody Everson to cross the line. Cody Everson, who is a former rugby player, and he was injured, but he continues to play rugby, just in a wheelchair now. But he's a very strong athlete and a very big part of this New Zealand team. And it looks like...
Yeah, that was a timeout by a New Zealand player. I think Lynch called for timeout because he was pushing, about to push out of the key across the try line.
So to avoid the violation for leaving the court, instead calls the timeout. It will allow them to keep the possession. It also resets the, or I guess that doesn't reset the clock. They had enough time, so. But he makes a nice pass there. Number 2, Gareth Lynch, passed it over to HBC. And HBC is going to back his way and take a little bit of time and cross the try line there. And that was a try? Okay. So we've got number 12, Yongjun-an is going to inbound the ball there. And but that is within the reach of HBC. We've had some comments about HBC being too strong and very fast, but it's also got a very long reach. So you don't want to be making passes too close to him, or else he's going to catch the ball like that. And Dong-Sang Kim trying to make it across the try line there, but New Zealand defense was able to catch up, and they're not making any space for him to find the try line. The Korean teammates are trying their best to open up space, but weren't able to. He tried to make the pass, but HBC again with the interception. And he makes a nice pass, and this is going to be...
Korean teams are struggling a little bit with Leslie and HBC on the court together. A little bit more pressure on them.
HBC and Leslie, they're the top 2 scorers for the New Zealand squad in this tournament. 59 tries so far for Cameron Leslie in the last 3 games. He's had a couple more this game as well. HBC with 41. But it's not just the tries they've made. Some good passes, some good defensive plays as well. And they're a very vital part of this New Zealand team, the Wheel Blacks. And they've been playing together for a while as well. They played in the World Championships, past two World Championships together as well. So they're got some good chemistry.
Yeah, when you're watching the game, you kind of easily notice how well the high pointers maneuver and bring the ball up, and kind of easily focus on them. But if you look at how low pointers making an impact on the play, it's really interesting part of the game as well.
Yep, we've seen a lot of good defense from players like Cody Everson. He's been doing very well. Cody Everson's a 1.0. Which is the classification based on the player's functional abilities. This game of wheelchair rugby is really a combination of all these different players with different functional abilities and allowing them to sort of work together. And that's sort of also the aspect that's very similar to rugby. It's a very similar concept to the forwards and backs of rugby. They each have their different roles depending on their physical abilities. And number 12, Yong Jun-an.
Yeah, I think that was a turnover.
There, but, yep. I think his wheel left the court, so that's going to be turned over to New Zealand. That was a leaving the court foul, so possession and turnover. And number 1, Leslie, making some good moves, and nice pass there to Cody Everson, who's going to make the try. So some of these players have been showing some really good chemistry over the last 2 days. And New Zealand extending their lead to 13 points. The Korean squad struggling a little bit in this third period, trying to find the right space. And we're going to see if we can find some space there. That was a good pass. But that was, once again, some good defense there from Cameron Leslie, who touched the ball and didn't allow for the Korean player to be able to get a reach of that ball. And with that being said, we're down to the last 45 seconds of this third period. And HBC made some good defense to open up some space there for Leslie, who then passed it over to HBC.
So again, New Zealand is managing the time here. Trying to go for the last try.
So they've got 16 seconds left on the try clock.
Yeah, they have 3 timeouts, so they might be taking a timeout at 15 seconds left on the clock, which does happen.
Exactly right after you called it, exactly what you said. They called for the timeout. So that leaves New Zealand with 2 more timeouts in this game. They're allowed up to 4. So they use their second timeout. Just going to reset the try clock, and that's going to give them enough time basically to finish off this third period with their own try. And they've got 10 seconds left to secure another try here to extend their points to 40, and makes a beautiful pass right there to number 2, Gareth Lynch. And we've got 1.6 seconds left, which is not going to be enough time for Korea to really do anything much there. So he's just going to hold on to that, allow for the time to run out. And that's it for the third period with New Zealand 40 and Korea 26. We'll be back in 3 minutes. And we're here for the final period of this New Zealand-Korea game 7 of day 2. The last 3 periods have ended with New Zealand at 40 and Korea at 26, and we're back for the final period. And Korea with a quick try there, putting their 27th try on the board. And HBC makes a pass to Michael Todd, who's going to put on the Jets, and he's just going to move straight and right into the try. He looked over for a second to see whether he should pass, but there was no opposition, so he just went straight through and was able to just glide through in for the 41st try of the New Zealand team. And we've got the captain, Young-Hoon Kim. Makes a nice pass to number 8, Dong Song Kim, and to be able to make a try there. And looks like we have a lot of comments from our Korean fans cheering on for the Korean squad, which is very good seeing that the Korean squad has been showing a very good game the past 3 periods, so hopefully they can keep it up for the last period. Showing a lot of good plays, a lot of good defensive and offensive plays, so it's been good to see their teamwork sort of coming together over the last 2 days.
Yeah, it is great that I don't know if they
Uh-huh.
are watching from Japan or
Right.
actually they're in Korea, but supporting Korean team.
Yeah. Yep, it's good that getting a lot of good recognition for our Korean players and our New Zealand players. A lot of viewers enjoying the game with us as we bring you live from the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. And this is going to be inbound. And that's a try. So that was a very quick penalty. He went into the penalty box for just about 2-3 seconds on the game clock. And we've got an equipment timeout. We haven't seen one of those for a while. And so that's going to bring the Korean staff to help them out. We have a lot of people helping out here. Not just the team staff, but also a lot of volunteer staff joining us in the gymnasium. We have a lot of different things happening here. We have some people doing some sign language commentary. So we've got our English commentary here. We've got the Japanese commentary squad right next to us, sitting in the booth. And we also have the sign language commentary that you can enjoy in the arena. There's also some pretty exciting things going on here where you can try out the wheelchair.
Yeah, the organizer is doing a great job. Not only hosting the teams
Right.
really nicely, and then also entertaining the spectators as
Right.
well.
So there's a lot of different things going on. And got the arena announcers as well, who have been really sort of bringing up the crowd in all the games. I think, especially sort of in the earlier games today with the students from the elementary schools, helping them sort of cheer on the teams. And there's been a lot of exciting things going on. Also got the referees as well. I believe, Makiko, you know one of the referees here, right?
Yeah, Izumi. I know her not very well, but I do know her from district rugby, and I believe that this is her first international competition as a referee. So congratulations on her, and it's great to see new referees coming up and becoming an international international referee.
Right. So this is also not just an opportunity for all of our players, but for those refereeing the games, doing sort of the official results, the data that we look at. We've been very fortunate enough to get some of the data, and we've been bringing you some of the numbers as well on how many tries each of the players have been giving in the last couple games. These are all thanks to all of the staff that we have here, so this is really an opportunity for all kinds of different people to really get involved and enjoy the tournament. And with that, number 8, Dong-Sung Kim with another try. He's been playing very well today as well. And that's number 10, Robert Hewitt. Pass it to Michael Todd. And passes that back to Robert Hewitt. And that was a good 1-2-1 play there. Each making passes and then opening themselves up. It's a good sort of play that we see pretty often. And number 14, Young-Hoon Kim, is able to get right past all of the players and make it in. But we have another equipment timeout here. So they're going to help out Henguk Oh. He's shown some really good plays, especially earlier in the game. And he's didn't play too much in the third period, but he's back here on the court for the fourth period. So hopefully we'll see some really good speed from him, which we saw as he caught up to HBC and denied him from moving forward.
Good job by Korean players trapping HBC there.
Right. They really put on a lot of pressure there on HBC, and he essentially wasn't able to move, but fortunately he was able to make a nice pass with his long reach once again. He's able to lob it over the defense and make a nice pass to his teammates and allow them for another try there with the 47th try of this game. And so Dong Sung Kim is going to inbound that ball to number 34, Hangugo. He's going to dribble that ball as he has to do so every 10 seconds, or else he has to pass the ball to another player, and he's going to get trapped in there, and he is most likely going to...
Oh, that's probably tense.
This is in the key violation. The D-Stay, I believe he stayed too long in the key. He didn't call for a timeout there, but that was a in the key violation, and the ball has been overturned. Todd made a pass to Cameron Leslie, who has made it across the halfway line, and he's going to turn around. Is he going to be able to make the pass? And he does. And that's going to be an easy try for Robert Hewitt, who is wide open, and Leslie was able to make a good pass to him. And the captain, Yong-Hoon Kim, makes a long pass. Oh, and great pass to Hangugo. He was able to catch that, but some good pressure there from the New Zealand defensive side, not allowing him to move forward. And he's going to have to try and look for some space, but that was a good defensive play, both by Dong Sung Kim and I believe number 12, Yong Junan, I believe. Or, sorry, that was number 13, Moon Young Song. So the Moon Young Song and Dong Sung Kim were able to keep the New Zealand defense unable to move, and that opened up some space, allowing for Korea to make it across the line there. And we've got a equipment timeout, but this time it's from the New Zealand side. So they're going to help Michael Todd there. Going to give him a new wheel. The wheels here are very sturdy. You can hear it in the sound when they clash as well, but also before the game when they were performing the haka.
Yeah.
Usually with the haka, you can hear sort of the claps and the stomps and the players sort of hitting their thighs, but with the wheelchair, they were hitting the sides of the wheelchair, and it was almost like they were, playing an instrument. You could really hear the big sounds there, so that's you can really see that the chairs are very sturdy and makes a lot of sound. And wow, that's a long pass from Engago, who it was too long of a pass.
Yeah, it was too long.
But yeah, that was
good idea, but
uh-huh.
was a little bit too hard to get to.
Wasn't quite enough, and that's going to bring the ball all the way back into the Korean defensive side with a New Zealand possession. So Korea is going to have to try and play some solid defense here. And Cameron Leslie is able to find an opening there.
Yeah, Kim was trying to keep Leslie out of the play, but instead Leslie was able to just beat Kim, and that created an easy 4-on-3 offense attack.
Yong-Hoon Kim was staying with him but Cameron Leslie found the perfect timing to just sort of make his way right towards the try line. And he put on the jets and was able to basically make himself free and find some space to get the try there.
Well, that was a nice hit by
Uh-huh.
Ken, delaying Hewitt.
And that's Hengugo, who's holding onto the ball, looking for some space. Almost lost the ball there, but he's able to keep possession and make a nice pass to Yonghun Kim, who is able to score the try there. And Cameron Leslie, again, with possession, but he's met with some solid defense there by Dong-Sung Kim. But he was able to make it past the line before the violation time, and he's able to make it all the way across and in for another try. And this has been a really speedy game, but we're down to the last minute and 45 seconds of the last period here. And Hengugo is able to get a nice pass from the captain, Yonghun Kim. And that's going to be another try. So we're down to the last minute and a half. It's been a very sort of quick game with not too many violations and some pretty quick tries. And each team hasn't really used up too many of their timeouts either. We may see the use of some timeouts here depending on how things progress with the time management for the last minute and a half.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Korean team is going really managing the time to go for the last try from what we have seen so far. So yeah, they could wait for a few more seconds so that they can go for the last try for the next position. But oh, I guess it wasn't a try either.
Yep, that is turned over, unfortunately, for the Korean side. That was turned over, so it wasn't a try, and New Zealand is going to try and capitalize on that, which Cameron Leslie is going to be able to do as he makes a speedy move across the court, and he is able to make it across the try line, and we're down to the last 45 seconds of this game. See if Korea can make another try here.
Yeah. So Korean player at the corner, he is trapping number 8, Michael Todd. Oh, he was able to get out. But.
So a lot of action going on, even without, even when they're far from the ball. There's a lot of tackling, and that was a really good play there. Seen a lot of that passing, and Hengugo is able to take the ball out there from Cameron Leslie, but they get that back, and Michael Todd passes it over to Hewitt, and he's going to cross the line with 5.6 seconds left. And Hengugo is going to do the inbound here, so maybe he's going to make a long pass. We'll see. And no, he passes it close by, and here we go. There's a long pass, and wasn't quite on target, but a really exciting end to the game. Made the nice long pass. He showed off his skills there, and he made a really good impression in this game as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But New Zealand comes up on top at 54-38. That's going to be New Zealand's second win of this tournament. Now they're 2 wins and 2 losses. They beat Korea both times. And we may see them again on Sunday for the third place game. That is sort of the anticipated results that we are expecting with sort of the wins and losses that we've seen here. Makiko, how did you enjoy this Game 7 of Day 2?
Yeah, so yesterday Korean team definitely struggled. and having the all back on the roster, it seems like
Right.
they gained a little bit more energy
Right.
and motivation, and they were able to create lots of good plays.
Right.
We saw a little bit of smile on their faces
Right.
as well, so that's great. Yeah, they will play a few more games over the next 2 days, so hopefully they can build on that. And yeah, I'm sure that the Korean fans are enjoying this,
Yeah.
seeing them as well. So yeah, hopefully they can keep this up.
And I think all of our fans on the live stream really enjoyed this game as well. Both of our fans from Korea and New Zealand really giving some positive comments to both teams. I think both teams played really well. New Zealand was the winner here, but we really saw some great plays from both sides. So that was it for Game 7. Thank you for joining us here today, Makiko.
Thank you.
And I'll see you again tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
But before that, we're going to have another game from 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. here in Japan. And it's going to be the big matchup with Japan and Australia. So please stay tuned. And we'll see you again in an hour. Thanks for joining. And we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.